healing is feeling, and it's something that is so true. Like healing is learning to feel life, because we think we live, but we are in a constant rush of avoiding feeling. So for example, when somebody gets home and it's alone after work, what is the first thing people do? Find ways to get entertained. And entertainment, which is a very healthy thing in a moderate, amount. But when it becomes excessive, entertainment in excess, what we are trying to do is trying to escape the feeling. And then when you ask people, what do you feel when you are alone in a room, silent, without the TV, without music, without company? What is it that you feel? And many people say, I just feel an emptiness that it's overwhelming, and I don't wanna go there. So that is a clear indication that the soul is calling, because healing is feeling the void and going in it with the trust that you're gonna find a lot of amazing things. But the entry is scary. And the reason why healing is something that 100% of humanity, not 99, 100% of humanity need to do, is because a simple reason: we forget that we are souls incarnated in a human body to experience humanity. And the moment that we start growing, we forget who we are. So we start living a lot of experiences that can be traumatic, that can be painful, because of the disconnection from our parents, from the environment, from the early age, etc., the lineage, the family trees, memories that we bring from past lives. So all that affect us, and we grow a very thick skin, a carcass, which we call ego, in order to protect ourselves. And it's fine, it's needed, but there is a moment where that carcass is so thick that we forget who we truly are. So healing is a process of reconnecting to our true essence that we forgot in this process of life.
I think, or I would say, that healing is remembering. Remembering who we are. Who are you? Are you your job? Are you your family? Are you your name and what you've done in the past? Who are you? So we have to remember what we're here for. And this is the soul calling. But as you said, our soul is calling us to be more connected. We are disconnected from everything. We are disconnected from nature. We're now here living in Dubai. People are also very disconnected from one another. We are disconnected from our own nature, from ourselves, from our essence. Sometimes we feel we always have to be okay. We have to show ourselves that we are fine, that everything is okay, that we are doing well in our job, that we are doing well in our family, in our daily life. But we are very disconnected from each other.
It is very interesting that when we meet someone, it is so difficult for us to introduce ourselves. Like somebody asks us, who are you? Nobody asks you, who are you? Like, oh, tell me about yourself.
Yes.
And then everybody has a narrative. And that narrative is not invalid, but it's not who you truly are. Especially when they start asking you, define yourself. Oh, I'm strong. I am this, I'm that. Yes and no. Yes, because this is probably something that it's related to your astrological expectation, your numerology, your patterns, etc. But there is an added part, which is what we have acquired through experiences that told us that we have to find ways to feel safe. So we, for example, create little layers like, don't mention this, mention that, portray yourself in this way, portray yourself in that way. Do not show this vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
And then we end up believing it. And then we carry a personality, and inside of us, it's like we have vulnerable moments. We are moments in which not always we react in the way that we portrayed ourselves. And it is so scary for humans to introduce themselves as they are, because we don't even know who we are to start with.
Yeah, we have created a character to survive.
Yeah.
So we live in a survival mode. Also, there's a research that says that 70% of people will suffer traumatic situations, but only around 5% of them will ask for help to solve their problems, to feel them, to face them, and to overcome all the situations. So we live in a society of people who are hurt and who are hurting others too.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely,
yes. This is the society we live in today. But I think there's a general awakening of people who start being aware of these situations and want to feel better inside, be more connected to themselves, being more connected to the world and the others. Because what's the real reality?
It's not redundant, even if it sounds redundant. It's
Mm-hmm.
not, because we are not living like a fantasy, but it's not their ultimate reality. That is the truth. Actually, even if we go a little bit back to where everything starts, what makes a person feel the call of healing is the moments of breakdown, where they've grown, they've learned, they've practiced, they've created their personality. It seems to be functioning, but there is a moment where things start feeling awkward, like this is not working anymore. I cannot sustain this image anymore. I cannot sustain this character anymore. So there is a collapse. And this is when people reach for help.
Yes.
Interestingly, nobody come and say, it's very rare that people come and say, I want to do a healing process. Or I want to do a revamping of my life. No, the first step of a healing process is people that want to go back to how they were when they were feeling comfortable.
Exactly.
That is the first, people say, I just want my life as it was. I had an amazing job. I had an amazing relationship. I had an amazing life. Then this thing happened, and I just want to go back to my comfort zone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's never going to come back.